Thank you. Okay. We're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, the Cosmic Manifestation, Chapter 8, questions by King Parikshit, and we are on text 20 today. Let's Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. Okay. Yogeswaraiswaryagati lingabhangastu yoginam vedopaveda dharmanam itihasa puranayoh. Yogeswaraiswaryagati lingabhangastu yoginam vedopaveda dharmanam itihasa puranayoh. Yogeswaraiswaryagati lingabhangastu yoginam vedopaveda dharmanam itihasa puranayo. Hare Krishna.
Yogeshwara Bhagati Lingabhangastu Yoginam Vedopaveda Dharmanam Itihasa Puranayo. Hare Krishna.
योगेश्वरैश्वर्यगतेर्लिङ्गभङ्गस्तु योगिनां वेदोपवेदधर्माणाम् इतिहासपुराणयो.
Hare Krishna. Yogeshwareishwarya linga vangastu yoginam vedopaveda dharmanam itihasa puranaya. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yogeshvara Gatir Linga Bhangastu Yoginam Vedo Paveda Dharmanam Itahasa Puranayaho. Hare Krishna.
Synonyms. Yogaiswara, of the master of the mystic powers. Aishwarya, opulence. Gatihi, advancement. Linga, astral body. Bhangaha, detachment. Tu, but. Yoginam, of the mystics. Veda, transcendental knowledge. Upaveda, knowledge in pursuance of the Veda indirectly. Dharmanam, of the religious duties. Itihasa, history. Puranayoho, of the Purana. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Translation. What are the opulences of the great mystics, and what is their ultimate realization? How does the perfect mystic become detached from the subtle astral body? What is the basic knowledge of the Vedic literatures, including the branches of history and the supplementary Puranas? Purport. The Yogeswara, or the master of mystic powers, can exhibit 8 kinds of wonders of perfection by becoming smaller than the atom or lighter than a feather, getting anything and everything he desires, going anywhere and everywhere he likes, creating even a planet in the sky, etc. There are many Yogeswaras having different proficiencies in these wonderful powers, and the topmost of all of them is Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is the greatest yogi, and he can perform such wonderful things far beyond the ordinary living beings. The devotees of the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, do not directly practice the process of mystic powers, but by the grace of the Lord, His devotee can defeat even a great Yogeshwara like Durvasa Muni, who picked a quarrel with Maharaj Ambarisa and wanted to show the wonderful achievements of his mystic powers. Maharaj Ambaris was a pure devotee of the Lord, and thus, without any effort on his part, the Lord saved him from the wrath of Yogeshwara Durvasa Muni, and the latter was obliged to beg pardon from the king. Similarly, at the time of Draupadi's precarious position, when she was attacked by the Kurus who wanted to see her naked in the open assembly of the royal order, the Lord saved her from being striped by supplying an unlimited length of sari to cover her. And Draupadi knew nothing of mystic powers. Therefore, the devotees are also Yogeshwaras by the unlimited power of the Lord, just as a child is powerful by the strength of the parents. They do not try to protect themselves by any artificial means, but are saved by the mercy of the parents. Maharaj Parikshit inquired from the learned Brahmana Sukadev Goswami about the ultimate destination of such great mystics, or how they attain such extraordinary powers by their own efforts or by the grace of the Lord. He inquired also about their detachment from the subtle and gross material bodies. He inquired also about the purports of the Vedic knowledge. As stated in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15th verse, the whole purport of all the Vedas is to know the Supreme Personality of Godhead and thus become a transcendental loving servant of the Lord. Hare Krishna. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवम् साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधा कान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. So before I start to glorify glorious Srimad Bhagavatam, I would like to take permission and blessings from the assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you,
Hare
Devi.
Krishna.
Thank you, Devi. Hare Krishna. We'll read the translation again. What are the opulences of the great mystics, and what is their ultimate realization? How does the perfect mystic become detached from the subtle astral body? What is the basic knowledge of the Vedic literatures, including the branches of history and the supplementary Puranas? So we are in the chapter where King Parikshit is asking question to Sukadeva Goswami. So, and he asked many questions, till yesterday, he started talking about yogas and everything. And so today we are here where he is talking about, we're going in different topic. Yogis Swaraswarya Gati, Linga Vangastu Yogina, Vedo Pavedo Dharmanam, Itihasa, Purana Yoga. So he's asking Sukadeva Goswami, like, can you elaborate more on the opulences of these great mystics, their ultimate realization, and how do they become detached from their subtle astral body? What is the basic, and then again another topic, what is the basic knowledge of Vedic literatures, including the branches of history and the supplementary Puranas? So till now from Bhagavad Gita, we have heard that Lord Krishna is the Yogeshwara. Like in 11th chapter, around verse 4, Arjuna addresses Lord Krishna as Yogeshwara when he desires to see the universal form. And then at the end of Bhagavad Gita, 18th chapter, almost the end, the last verse, 78th verse, Sanjaya is telling Dhritarashtra that wherever Yogeshwar Krishna is with Partha, Dhanurdhar, Arjun, there will be the victory and well, everything good qualities will be on that side. So, and then in other places also, Lord Krishna is addressed as Yogeshwara. But here, in this verse, this Yogeshwara, Yogeshwara Aishwarya, the Aishwarya of Yogeshwara, that Yogeshwara is referred to the devotees of the Lord. And Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur Nisar of the Darshan, he wrote the first line saying that Yogeshwara refers to great devotees like Shiva, and in later in purport, Srila Prabhupada also mentioned about Lord Shiva, like how he is the greatest yogi. And so this is kind of little very heavy substance for me. So when I was looking for the materials, it was detailedly given in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Now we are in second canto, but it was detailedly given in 11th canto. There, during the conversation between Uddhava and Lord Sri Krishna is giving the details about those opulences to Uddhava. And so it is mentioned there are 8 primary mystic opulences and 10 minor yoga mystics, mystic opulences. And again, the following verses, there are like 5 more processes mentioned, like they are like mini processes. So I will like to share, I made a slide for those opulences, like it will put words and the face and word together. Let me go new share. Can you see the PowerPoint now?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
Here, the primary 8 mystic perfections. Prabhupada also mentioned in the purport, Anima, Mahima, Laghima, Garima, Prapti, Prakamya, Isitwa, and Vasitwa. Anima means ability to become extremely small. And if anyone can remember the example from Srimad Bhagavatam stories, who did this, that Anima Siddhi, showed it. An example?
Hanuman,
Yes. When was that?
when he went to Lanka
Yes.
and tried to burn Lanka down.
Yes, thank you. Mahima, ability to become infinitely large. An example?
Vamandev,
Yeah, thank you. I didn't think of that, but yes.
what
I
did
was
you think
again
of?
thinking Hanuman. When he became very small, that Lankini demon was trying to stop him, and then he became small, and like when he became very small, and as soon as like in a flick moment, he became very large that she couldn't. So I was thinking, but yes, Vamandev is the best example. Laghima, ability to become extremely light. Anyone remembers the example? I don't. Garima, ability to become extremely heavy. We can like, these all say this. Is we can see Hanuman.
When Krishna, Trinavarta, when Krishna became very heavy.
Yes. Thank you. And
There's another one also.
Yes, Prabhu.
That's Krishna himself and Mother Yashoda. When he was one time he was giving milk to Krishna, and Krishna made himself very heavy, so Mother Yashoda had to put it down. I remember it's a pastime. I don't remember the rest of it, but that part did in fact happen. Krishna did that to Mother Yashoda one time. Became heavy.
Yes, thank you, Prabhu. And I was thinking of Madhvacharya when you were challenged by someone that he told that like the Pahaman to move his toe, the great toe, and then he'll fight with him. That person couldn't even move that great toe, like just leave about fighting with Madhvacharya. And then aprapti, ability to obtain anything desired. This Srila Prabhupada mentioned in many of his class that he was talking about yogi, and then he says that there was one yogi who came when he was a small child, not child, I mean the yogi used to come to their house, and Srila Prabhupada when he said, I want to have some pomegranate, and that yogi was like, go to the other room, and there was like fresh pomegranate from, where is it, from Kabul, Afghanistan, somewhere. Prakamya, ability to have one's desires fulfilled. Isitva, ability to control or dominate. And Vashitva, ability to subjugate or control others. These are the primary mystic perfections. And there are 10 more minor mystic perfections stated in Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto. Anurmi Matvam, that means powers of freeing oneself from hunger and thirst and other. Dura Shravana, hearing things far away. Dura Darsanam, seeing things far away. Manojavaha, moving the body at the speed of the mind. Kama Rupam, assuming any form one desires. Even demons have these mystic perfections.
Indra also did. Indra has that.
Parakaya Praveshanam, entering the bodies of others. Yes, Indra did that again, right? Swachanda Mrityu, dying when one desires. Can you remember Bhishma Pitamaha? Devanam Sahakridanu Darshanam, witnessing the pastimes between the demigods and the celestial girls called Apsaras. That is also a mystic perfection. Yatha Sankalpa Samsiddhi, completely executing one's determination. That is also mystic perfection. Agya Pratihata Gatihi, giving orders whose fulfillment is unimpeded. These are the 8 mystic perfections, and then 10 minor mystic perfections, and there are more 5 listed in the Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto, like the power to know past, present, and future, tolerance of heat and cold, and then knowing the minds of others, checking the influence of fire, sun, poison, or those are the other processes of yoga and meditation as listed there. And then in the verse, Yogaiswarya Gatir. And then in the translation, Srila Prabhupada writes, Gati means their ultimate realization. What is their ultimate realization? And in this, at the end of that 15th chapter of 11th canto, after Krishna talks about all these like 8 mystic opulences and 10 minor mystic perfection and those 5 more, and then how to attain those, like he also tells Uddhava like how you can get those mystic power, mystic perfection without doing like yoga, like kind of impersonal yoga. Within like even having darshan of Lord Krishna, doing devotional services, you can attain all these mystic perfections, and Lord Krishna says how, like you have to you have to meditate upon um, Janardana, that Krishna, Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, Shirodak Sai Vishnu, like all those Vishnu forms. If you meditate on that form, then you get Anima Siddhi. That's like the smallest, being able to be the smallest one. And then when you meditate upon Mahavishnu, then you get Garima Siddhi. Like that. That he goes on explaining about all those ways how to get those mystic perfections. And then in 34th verse, he says, okay, he says that, let me share this because it is a little long. In 11, 15, 34. 15, and then in 34th verse. Good. We're not going to read all of it, but the main part where Srila Prabhupada indicated about the gati, or their ultimate realization here. However, that such perfections are ultimately a waste of time and an impediment to achieving the actual perfection of yoga, Krishna consciousness. He like explains to these verse till 33rd verse. He explains about how to achieve all those yogas, and then in this verse he's saying this, that is the waste of the time. And then let's look further. Those who give up the process of bhakti yoga and sub around for other objects of meditations besides Krishna are certainly not very intelligent. Those who claim to be yogis but pursue the satisfaction of their own senses are certainly kuyogis or bhogi yogis. Such kuyogis cannot understand that just as they have tiny senses, the absolute truth has absolute senses, nor can they understand that yoga is actually meant to satisfy the absolute senses of the Lord. Therefore, persons who give up the lotus feet of Lord Krishna in order to pursue so-called happiness in mystic perfection will undoubtedly be frustrated in their attempt. That means that is their ultimate realization or their gati. Right? And back to our verse again. And then he says, Linga bhangastu yoginam. Linga bhangastu yoginam. And in the translation, Srila Prabhupada writes that Linga bhangas. Linga means the astral body. Astral body means the subtle body, which is made up of mind, intelligence, and false ego. Right? In Sarartha Darsini, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he wrote that destruction of this subtle body, I mean, the meaning, I'm just saying the meaning, not word to word, leads one up to the Santa Bhakti. Means when, like we know from chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita, that this body gets destroyed after death, but we have that subtle body, it can not be destroyed. Like there is a covering of layer for the gross body, which we can see, like skin and all those things, but there is another layer to the subtle body, which is not, we cannot feel or we cannot see it. So here in the sloka, Lord Krishna is saying, I mean, Sukadeva Goswami is asking question mentioning like Linga Bhangastu Yoginam. Such yogis, like they have these all mystic perfections and they can do so many things. So they can even go beyond their subtle body. They can dissolve their subtle body. Right? And then he's asking, how is that? And Sena Chakravarti Thakur is saying, after dissolving that sort of body, those yogis can just go up to the Santa Bhakti or Santa Ras. Like we have all those 5 kinds of rasas. Right? And Santa Rasa is in that category that one is liberated from the chain of birth and death, but still doesn't have the love for Krishna. It's like neutral. Something, but still not complete. Right? And then the third line says, Vedo Paveda Dharmanam Itihasa Puranayoho. And Sridhar Swami in his commentary is saying, Upaveda means the branches of Vedas like Ayurveda, astrology, all those stuff. And in the translation, Srila Prabhupada, what is the basic knowledge of the Vedic literature, including the branches of the histories and supplementary Puranas? So here, Parikshit Maharaj is asking, what is the basic knowledge of the Vedic literatures? Right? And he says branches of history and the supplementary Puranas too. So in this one, welcome back, Madhuri Davali. In this one, there is a nice verse from Padma Purana. Right? We're not that fortunate that we have enough time to read Puranas and everything, but Srila Prabhupada is so merciful that he's giving all those Puranas the main thing, the jests of all those Puranas and Vedas in our his books. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, when there is a conversation between Lord Chaitanya and Sanatana Goswami, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quotes this verse from Padma Purana about this question of Parikshit Maharaj is addressed in that one. Okay. Let me share the verse. I have it on the slide. This one. Here. This is the verse that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu quoted from Padma Purana to Sanatana Goswami. Very nice verse. Read the verse. Vyamohaya characharasya jagatas ete purānāgamas tam eva hi devatam paramikam jalpantu kalpavadhi siddhante punareka eva bhagavan Vishnu samastagama व्यापारेषु विवेचनव्यतिकरं नीतेषु निश्चीयते. Would you like to read that translation, Vrindavali?
Hare Krishna, glories to Srila Prabhupada. There are many types of Vedic literatures and supplementary Puranas. In each of them, there are particular demigods who are spoken of as the chief demigods. This is just to create an illusion for moving and non-moving living entities. Let them perpetually engage in such imaginations. However, when one analytically studies all these Vedic literatures collectively, he comes to the conclusion that Lord Vishnu is the one and only Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Oh.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, so here
This is a verse from Padma Purana.
it is just that is the purport to the verse there. So yeah, it is said this is just to create an illusion for moving and non-moving living entity. Right? And when contemplating on that line, I was thinking like the devotees, whoever came to Krishna consciousness, not by their own will or not by their own endeavor, but by the mercy of the devotees and by the mercy of the Lord. Right? How fortunate. Right? Those Vedic literatures, all those supplementary Puranas, Vedas, right? They just to create an illusion, like think about that one, just to create an illusion, very dangerous. When we sometimes we like during book distribution, we hear that a lot, like when we try to give that small books from Prabhupada and then Bhagavad Gita, people ask for like, do you have Atharva Veda? Do you have this Veda? You know, like big words, but we don't know what that means. And here it is said those are just to create the illusion. And then in Sarartha Darshini, Srila Bhakti, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur also said, like, this is to just, is undoubtedly, should be undoubtedly, the purport of the Vedas is undoubtedly devotion, nothing else actually. When one, in this verse itself, it says, when one analytically studies all these Vedic literatures collectively, he comes to the conclusion that Lord Vishnu is the one and only Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's not easy though. It's a long process. You have to start from Karma Kanda, then once you, not complete, once you are expert in Karma Kanda, then you go to Jnana Kanda. All right. And the result of Jnana Kanda is Upasana Kanda. Like so many things, so many steps. Who knows, like we live till then, right? And for now, it's like, to me, personally, I mean, sometimes I don't even have time to read about the Gita. Like, it is same to say that, like, forget about all those Vedas and Upanishads, whatnot, right? And then Srila Prabhupada also in this purport at the end, he said, what is the basic knowledge or the end result of reading all those Vedic literatures? He said, he referred to Bhagavad Gita 15.15. Vedesa sarva ahamiva vidyut vedanta krit veda videva chaham. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of the Vedas, and I am the knower of the Vedas. Okay, let's go to the purport. And, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada mentioned examples of the Yogeswaras, like Lord Shiva. He mentioned first Lord Shiva, who could even place the demons, right? Why? Because he has taken the shelter of Lord Sankarsana, his Ishtadev. There are many pastimes. If we just go to Lord Shiva's pastimes, like he was able to accept that poison, burning poison in his throat, right? Nilakantha. During the milk ocean, turning pastime of the milk ocean. And then Srila Prabhupada also mentioned other Yogeswara like Durvasa Muni. Right? But what he said, he compared him to Ambarish Maharaj. Durvasa Muni was very mystic. He had that power that he could even sense, he could even know that Ambarish Maharaj took some sips of water even without like not being there. So he could sense that. And then he could create or like present those demons with the like plucking the his hair, right? So he was very mystic, Yogeswara, but without doing anything, Ambarish Maharaj defeated him. That he had to come back. Even he went to, like, when he ran away from the Sudarshan Chakra, he went up to Vaikuntha, to Lord Vishnu. Like, he had that power. But at the end, what he had to do, he had to come back to Ambarish Maharaj and beg forgiveness. And then Srila Prabhupada again mentioned Draupadi, how like that pastime, Kavile Prabhu also mentioned yesterday a little bit about this, that how Draupadi was, I mean, was mystically protected. It was not her mystic power. It was her devotion which stirred that mysticism from Lord Krishna to provide that sari to protect Draupadi, right? And then Srila Prabhupada, at the end of the first paragraph of today's purport, he says, therefore the devotees are also, therefore the, one second, there, let me read the line. Therefore the devotees are also Yogeswaras by the unlimited power of the Lord, just as a child is powerful by the strength of the parents. They do not try to protect themselves by any artificial means, but are saved by the mercy of the parents. This is the metaphor that Srila Prabhupada is using here about the child. It's very, very important. And I think Srila Prabhupada is teaching us. I mean, repeating it times again and again, just so that this is the desirable faith that we should have. Faith like the child has on his parents. Right? The child is very innocent, no speculation. And the faith they have on their parents is what actually we should have towards Lord Krishna. And I do not need to say, but when, like we have seen, the kids are so, I mean, the faith of the, not the faith, the love or trust, whatever, the kid has on their parent is like, we can see that example, or not example, like you, I know, I'm sure you all have done this, like when you throw the kid up in the air, that kid doesn't get scared or cry or anything. Instead giggles, right? Happily, because he knows that he is not going to fall, that his dad is going to catch him. And then this kind of faith is what we need to develop in our devotional endeavor, in our devotional service. But sadly, maybe not for all of you, for me, whenever there is adverse situations in life, the faith is gone. And I try to fix things on my own, like Draupadi is holding on her sari to protect herself from Dusasana, who had that strength of 60,000 elephants, right? Okay. And then in one of the purport of 15th chapter Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Srila Prabhupada wrote this point saying that the pure devotees of the Lord depend fully on the mercy of Lord Krishna. Actually, who possesses Lord Krishna, who possesses mystic opulences to an infinite degree, and is therefore known as Yogeswara. He is known as Yogeswara, the master of all mystic power. Right? And because the devotees are always connected to Lord Krishna, they do not feel any need to separately develop that power, which was already possessed by their Lord, Master and Protector. This is the faith actually we need to develop. And further, Srila Prabhupada in the purport, not to today's verse, but he mentions a couple times that we have to maintain our faith. How's that? With determination. There is one verse I'm trying to remember in our Bhagavad Gita. Sa nischayena yoktabyo Nischayena Yoktavya Yoga Nirvana Chetasa means one should engage oneself in the practice of yoga with determination. Yoga we are also doing yoga, devotional service, bhakti yoga, right? So one should engage oneself in the practice of yoga with determination and faith, and not be deviated from the path. And in that chapter, in that verse, in the purport, Srila Prabhupada writes that that's a very strong line. Success is for rigid practitioner. In the purport, success is for rigid practitioner. And he quotes Srila Rupa Goswami and his third verse from the Nectar of Instruction. Utsahani Sayadaigat, Tat Karma Pravartana, Sangha Tyaga Chatuvritte, Sadgir Bhakti, Prasiddhi. That is how we maintain a determination to have the faith, right? And the translation to that verse is like, one can execute the process of bhakti yoga successfully with full-hearted enthusiasm, perseverance, and determination by following the prescribed duties in the association of devotees and by engaging completely in activities of goodness. So Srila Prabhupada was giving class on this verse, Sankhya Yoga. Oh, I have it here, 1 second. So in that class, it was from verse 16 to 24, and at the end of almost at the end, after doing verse 24, Vishnu Janaswami raises question that how can we keep the determination? This is my question also. I don't know if it's yours. Yeah, but so I will end with this last audio clip from Srila Prabhupada, that how to keep the determination, or to have that faith that Krishna will protect us, right? Okay, you can see the slide, right? Slide still. I will just play for 1 second and I'll stop again. Let me know if you can.
Similarly,
Can you hear me? Can you hear the audio?
Yes, Mata.
Yes.
Yes, we can
Yes.
hear.
Okay, sorry.
the practice of yoga, especially bhakti yoga, in Krishna consciousness may appear to be very difficult job. But if anyone follows the principles with great determination, the Lord will surely help. For God helps those who help themselves.
That's any question?
Prabhupada, you said that determination is the important factor for achieving success. And how does one keep this enthusiasm always, like, how does one feed the fire of this enthusiasm and determination always? When dealing with so many things that...
Determination means be enthusiastic also. That is one of the part of determination. Utsaha dhajya tat karma. Utsaha, that enthusiasm is the real beginning of determination. And unless you are enthusiastic, how your determination can continue? So, determination, enthusiasm, patience, working in the regulative principle, these are the different functions of determination. Determination is one word of all these things: enthusiasm, patience, working hard, with confidence. These are different features of determination.
Hare Krishna. Okay. I think I'd like to end there and open up for corrections, comments, more additional points. Thank you. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Parikshit Prabhu, if you have more points to add, yes, please.
Hare Krishna, peace and humble obeisances, all glories to the Prabhupada. Thank you for a very detailed, in-depth lecture. When you talked about the mystic powers, I was thinking, oh, then you can become light, and you can become heavy, you can get things from wherever you want. You talk about sense gratification. People could get involved in that, but that's what's actually going to kill our devotion. So it was very nice when you summed it up and said, when the devotee, when person is submitted to Krishna, all the protection is there. Everything that's needed is there. So we shouldn't be so concerned about these mystic powers. But having said that, I also know that some of us sannyasis have those mystic powers. They can know a devotee's mind, what a devotee is thinking. Now, whether they have mystic power or Krishna lets them know, I don't know. But they do that for their service, for the service. I know Bhakti Maharaj one time chastised me over the fact that I was just working hard and getting angry. I wasn't chanting my rounds, finishing, so I fell behind. Then the next day, I made it up. But I didn't make up and then chant for that day. So then I was just like consistently falling behind. And so one day, right after Bhagavatam class, he was going out and he turned around to me and said, he pulled his beads out of his bead bag and he told me, I have never missed one day of chanting. Never. How did he know that I was behind? That's what he told me. He sent me the message. And boy, I caught up that same day and fall behind. But this is the comment made me realize that he knew that I had fallen behind. So as is needed, especially for our leaders and our gurus, Krishna makes it possible. So we just still follow the process, just like, and we'll be fine. Hare Krishna.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thinking about that, Srila Prabhupada himself is an example of that Yogeshwara. That someone, when I forgot where, but someone asked like, Swamiji, can you also do some mysticism or something like that? And he said, he turned around to his devotees who were at the dais, I mean at the stage, and then he turned around and was like, this is my mysticism, or what is that? Magic. Right? Turning hippies into happies. Yeah. It's not easy to make one devotee. But he made like thousands. We still like the Prabhupada disciples, they are like seeing their life, they're more the way they're living is like just because of that love for Srila Prabhupada. And there are so many other pastimes where Srila Prabhupada, I mean, showed those mysticism, like very subtly, but when we hear that memories of Srila Prabhupada from all those his disciples, we can see those pastimes where Srila Prabhupada was Yogeshwara. Okay, any other comments or any other?
Hare
Yes,
Krishna. Yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
yeah, saying you were talking about all the Vedas and everything, and yeah, Srila Prabhupada used a lot of what I read, most of the purport. Prabhupada quote from Padma Purana and so many different kind of Upanishad that we never heard of before. But Srila Prabhupada, because for writing, he researched all these books, to give us the knowledge. So also I heard that Prabhupada said that we should not read so many books also. And the books that we are recommended in ISKCON, especially, we have to read Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, and Chaitanya Charitamrita. That's the main thing we have to focus on. Even that, like you said, even we're not able even to read Bhagavad Gita, what about all these Vedas and everything? So even if we don't read all this, we must not feel guilty, because for us, just if we can just, analytically, scrutinizingly in his studies, these books, like I mean, Prabhupada, recommended that in ISKCON that we do. I'm sure we'll know about Krishna because everything is contained in these books. That's why I have to share.
Yeah, very true. Yes.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you. Mother Subharati, you going to say something?
Yeah, what I wanted to say is, you were talking about Srila Prabhupada, and in the previous slide, the translation was, if you read only one scripture somewhere, you will see that one demigod is specifically he's spoken of as the chief demigods. But if you look at everything as a whole, the entire Vedic literature, you will understand that is what Prabhupada has done for us.
Yeah.
So such complete knowledge over scripture. And in the next slide, the way he defined determination. Those are all the features. So the English language, the scriptures, he had complete understanding of everything. And not only that, having understanding would be one side of it, but to be able to explain it so that somebody like me can understand it so clearly in one slide is just, it has to be a Yogeshwara who can do that. But I was just thinking about that, that word determination. On different days, you need different features. Some days you need the patience. I'm not getting it, but I'm going to continue to practice, even though I don't, Some days you need to work hard. You are tired. You don't want to, like Prabhu was saying, I fell behind on my rounds, but that day you said, no, I'm going to catch up. And today will be the day I catch up, and I am not going to stay behind. Some days you just need to, have faith that it will happen. I'm not quite there yet. One day I will be a better devotee. Today I'm not there, and then you need to also have the knowledge of where to go looking for, there are so many sources today, so many books, so many YouTube channels, so many people saying, I know the answer, I can give you the answer. But to know that this is where we should come, the good fortune I have of coming to the right place to get the answer. So my gratitude for that, so determination has, that was an unbelievable way, the way he explained how he answered that question. Vishnujan Swami is saying, what to do when I'm frustrated? That was a desperate call for help, right?
Yeah.
He's like, how do I do this when I'm frustrated? And frustration means you are almost at the edge. And the way Prabhupada answered that question, just amazing. Thank you very much, Mataji, for bringing everything together and explaining. Thank you.
You yourself,
you.
you've said a little bit more light on this whole thing about determination, because you broke it down that depending on how you feel, how things are going a certain day, that part of, the determination comes into place. Prabhupada defined determination very broadly, but then you took it, and sometimes it's just a situation where you need to be a little bit more enthusiastic. Sometimes maybe the way things are going, you have to be a little more patient. So that was also an addition, taking Srila Prabhupada's definition and saying, okay, with the different moods they come.
Yes.
And you have to remember that this is all part of determination. Therefore, this time I need patience. This time I need to be more enthusiastic. This time I need to be like that, and they keep going. So I'm glad that Krishna just picked your mind to make you analyze with Srila Prabhupada's definitions like that. That's actually more helpful to all of us. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you so much for this opportunity, actually. Like, it's like opening jackpot. Like, whenever I already said, like, that is my confession that I don't get time to read. But whenever I am scheduled for the class like this, and then I have to do some like find for the materials, and it's like, oh my God, I didn't know it was here. I didn't know it was here. Like it's like just opening that box of treasury box.
See, the Papa's lectures, the whole lecture is a big jackpot.
Yeah, it is.
Hare
It is.
Krishna. Of spiritual discovery. Like, Hare Krishna.
You're right. Whenever we have to give class, we really read and research and and study Prabhupada books.
Yeah.
It's a good opportunity,
Yeah.
isn't
It is. It is.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was at the verse, like maybe I will call Mother Savaradi and tell her, like, can you find someone for me? I haven't prepared or something like that. And then I was like, no, I'll try my best because I didn't want to lose this opportunity. It's like for my own benefit. Like whatever is presented here is like not everything that I was looking for, right? So it's like so like overwhelmingly purifying experience, I should say. Yeah.
Pray to your Guru and Srila Prabhupada to help you to just be an instrument for them to preach through you. Make that prayer, letting the Guru and the Param Guru be the ones to preach through you. So even if you prepare, sometimes, right, with that prayer, in the middle of preaching, so many ideas come that the devotees don't even know that you didn't prepare for that. It just came right up. Then the Guru's using you to preach like that.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not about you being a good speaker. It's just like Krishna revealed from the heart. You know, Divya Gyan, Hriday Prakasita. The Gyan come from the heart, from Paramatma. You know.
Yeah, that's true.
Without
the mercy
like
of
we're a good speaker, we are, you know, we are safe in that bit. But at the same time, you know, it's good we prepare. You know, then you don't get like, you know, blind. You know, like, okay, what next?
Yeah, I was also thinking on that about talking about Yogeshwara. Krishna is Yogeshwara. Like, why won't he make all of us to love him, right? But he doesn't want us to love him forcefully. He wants us to love him with our free will. He has given us free will, and he just waits for us. Whenever you're ready, just come back. And whenever we're ready, okay, Krishna, I'm ready to come to you. And then he will guide us. He'll send us Guru. He will send us scriptures. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's why I'm so grateful to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Yeah.
David Prabhu, do you have any?
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. I'll go to Prabhupada. Every time I'm in a class, I just have a deeper and deeper appreciation for the greatness of Srila Prabhupada. His genius is just incredible. He's given us exactly what we need and a little bit more for the people who need that. Well, what about this? What about that? You know, citing other Puranas and stuff like that really helps us, you know, when we're explaining something to somebody else. And not that I'm an expert on anything, but he's given us the essential what we need, and that is so much. Like just like Mataji said about how he's given it to us in a way we can understand it, in a way we can practice it. And it's again, it's incomprehensible how great Prabhupada is in his helping us Westerners in finding love and devotion for Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, very nicely said. Thank you, Prabhu.
Can I tell something about Srila Prabhupada past time?
Yes, sure, Prabhu, please.
This is in the Prabhupada Lilamrita, the last one, the seventh one. And he was in Mexico City. And they had a big program. And Srila Prabhupada is so merciful. One of the devotees came to him and said, Srila Prabhupada, I know it's time for you to go to bed, but I have to tell you about this situation. There's a very big television program and that many devotees watch, and we made some arrangements and they've agreed for you to be on. He said, absolutely, I will go. Let's go. I said, Papa, it's going to be on, you're going to be on at 1:30 in the morning. Oh, still, let's go. He says, how many people are going to, we watch it? How many people watch the program? Then it's a very popular program. There are about 30 million people. 30 million? Let's go. We can come back and rest the next morning. So he went. And they had to wait. The program started around 10. They had to wait. 1:30 was his turn. And the host was asking you a lot of questions, but they were asking very simple questions and very physical questions. But they were so impressed in how he answered it. Some of the questions from the host that was he was asking was, we see some of your devotees. Why do they have this thing on their face? Why do they have a sika? Why do they, all those describing all those? So to the devotees, they were very trivial questions. They weren't asked not insights about God himself, but the way Srila Prabhupada answered the question, he always brought it back to Bhagavad Gita, to Srimad Bhagavatam. And so even though the question was done, but he segued it to preach to them so nicely that in the end, a lot of people were impressed with Srila Prabhupada. So the next day, the temple was full of a whole lot of people coming to see him. And they had a rousing kirtan and stuff like that. So I just want to throw that in. Your Papa is a genius, without a doubt. Hare Krishna.
That's your whole.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Anyone else? Mata Suman, you have anything to add?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Very, very nice class. You go very deep to the subject and we learn also. And I really, and you always, I think most of the time, end the class with the Prabhupada step.
Try to.
Yeah, that's so nice, so wonderful. I also like the point about determination, Srila Prabhupada's point. So it takes enthusiasm, hard working, patience. So it was really inspiring. And that's what I want to say. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna Mataji. Nice to see you after a long time. And I like the discussions everyone did. Very nice, lively. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
You left it on the screen too, at the bottom. At the bottom, the different ways of determination. Determination means all of these: enthusiasm, patience, working hard, with confidence, all of these. So thank you for.
Yeah. Sure. This Srimad Bhagavatam class going on for how many years now? That is an example of determination. You should say. Not always.
No end.
Yeah.
There's no end.
And I always am beginning to think that it is all Krishna's mercy that we are sitting home and Bhagavatam is coming to us.
See, that is one of the mystic Dura Sravanam and Dura Darsanam. We are already experiencing it.
Yeah.
Krishna turned adversity into situation. We had a pandemic. That's what started this.
Yeah.
COVID-19 started this. We won't be able to go anywhere, and people look for alternatives, and now all of a sudden, all the sannyasis from all over the world, you could just see them and talk to them. And it's over, but we're now benefiting from it wonderfully. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
But all these days, I missed in the beginning today. I don't know why Krishna's mercy was not that much today. Because I was not feeling well, I couldn't come and sit in the first. I was feeling so bad. I cannot miss this class. And then from the beginning, I want to be here. And nobody shows their face, but I want to see the speaker and then see, they can get inspiration. I can get inspiration listening to them. I don't know, like talking to somebody, So that's why I just open I keep my face open. I don't know why. Everybody closes, but I just want to see the person. But today, of all these days, Prabhu, I just missed the class. I'm just feeling so guilty. I don't know. I have all the determination, everything I keep, but I think, and now I don't have the patience why I missed. That is the thing is lacking to me.
It's recorded, right? Is this recorded?
Recorded, yeah. But
So you can
I
hear
just,
later the part that you
morning,
missed.
I just want to get up and then I be ready and then sit in the class first.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know
don't
why.
forget, mother, we should not forget also to take care of our body, because this is the vehicle taking us, right? So when
some
you are
reason I
sick,
just,
then yeah, Parikshit Prabhu might remember that when Srila Prabhupada, that famous quote saying, health, the priority, the level of priority, health.
Health, then sadhana,
Yeah,
then the spiritual master's orders,
yeah.
then you own what you want to do to serve. Yeah. Bhakti Vinod Thakur.
but taking care of our health is also not in our hands, Prabhu. I don't think so. That is Krishna's mercy.
That is a too big philosophical. Let's wait for that. That's very big philosophy. Wait for that.
One of the things that I think in this, I had seen in a movie, everything has to be seen as an opportunity. When we make a mistake, we have an opportunity to learn from that mistake. When somebody else makes a mistake, it gives us an opportunity to be patient. How else will Krishna give you patience? He cannot pour it in a cup. It's not a jewel that he can hand to you. He can give you an opportunity. This is not my line, by the way. This is what I had heard. Actually, God comes down and, the lady is saying, please give me patience. Please give me patience. And he says, how am I going to give you patience? I'll give you an opportunity to exercise patience. So when something like this happens, you use it to learn, what is it I am really craving here? And like Parikshit Prabhu always reminds, this is not the first time he reminded, it's there on YouTube. You don't miss anything. You can hear Mother Syamagori from the beginning till the end. So this is an opportunity for us to learn how to practice that enthusiasm, that patience, whatever it is we need that day. We have been given an opportunity today to practice that. And like I tell preschoolers, practice makes us perfect, so if we don't get it today, that's okay. We'll hopefully get it tomorrow. If not tomorrow, the day after, it'll happen. And what do we need for that? We need faith. We need faith in Krishna that he will answer my prayers. When the time is right, he will answer the prayers.
I also think that Mother Vindhyavali's way he expressed this was actually based on her enthusiasm to want to hear.
That's true. I was going to
That's
say
why
that.
she questioned why today of all days I have to come late to this. That was also a sign of enthusiasm.
A few minutes ago, I was telling Soba Radhe, how come you didn't tell me that today? How come you didn't? She is the one who starts that thing here now. So I asked her, how come you didn't tell me?
So
that is out of love. That is out of love. She wants you to take rest.
No, I just don't want to, because I don't want to concentrate on my body. I just want to listen to. Every day morning you get up, Mom, how come I don't expect like that?
Maybe
so not expectation. Why didn't you just, when I'm not there, show my face
we
here?
shouldn't take this debate to the family level.
Yes.
Look at it. What has happened has happened. The recording is there. Mataji, you can hear it later on.
Yeah, it's still feeling. That is the patience I didn't have.
Yeah, we also must remember separation is also a mood of devotion. So
if
you're not blessed with Sangha, you're blessed with separation. This feeling separation.
Patience.
Always keeping your mind on Krishna.
I had to think that's up. The time is gone. That's it. That particular listening like this is not there. But I listen to YouTube.
But we missed your Jayarada Madhav today. Like that is.
That is also one thing I'm telling you. I'm feeling so bad. I did. How come you didn't tell me Syamagori is giving the class? He said, I don't know, Mom. You get up first and then you sit there. I don't know. She says, I just already argued with her.
This is all
They're
in
the
love.
same building.
It's
Huh?
all in love now. This is all being
Yeah.
done in love. Mother, daughter, love.
Krishna makes me, today I'm feeling, what did I do wrong?
That's
Mother
what your
Shiva, don't feel bad about it. The gopis complain about Krishna too, so don't worry that your mom's complaining about you. They complain a lot worse than Krishna.
She always asks me to sing Jai Radha Madhava. So everything, everything include that thing and class, everything is making me feeling guilty. Very guilty. I never did like this. Today is the first day.
that is adding more love in your heart for Krishna now. For Srimad Bhagavatam.
Whatever it is, I don't know.
You must be determined. Hare Krishna. All right. So can we end now? We can?
Yes.
All right. Vanchakalpataru
Rabhyasya kripasindhobhya vachapagitanam pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo.
Prabhupada ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Next time you tell me before.
Okay. The argument should end.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.